If you're an older man who has developed an interest in a younger woman, there are certain mistakes you need to avoid. I often see older men unintentionally change their behavior because they believe acting a certain way will make them more attractive. Unfortunately, those efforts can have the exact opposite effect. So, if a younger woman has caught your attention and you want to know how to attract her, then this video is for you. 1. Let her see you as a leader. One of the most important things you can do is show confidence and direction. Take the initiative in conversations, be honest about your goals, and communicate your wants and needs clearly. Some older men become overly passive because they're so focused on impressing a younger woman. They allow her to make every decision or constantly adjust themselves to what she wants. That approach can make you appear uncertain rather than confident. Being a leader doesn't mean controlling her. It means being comfortable taking initiative. Ask questions and genuinely listen to her answers, but don't turn the conversation into an interview where she does all the talking. Share your own experiences, opinions, stories, and perspectives as well. Instead of sticking to predictable questions such as, "What's your favorite movie?" or "What food do you like?" ask questions that reveal something deeper. For example, have you ever experienced something that completely changed your perspective on life? Or, what's one of the most meaningful lessons you've learned in the last few years? Questions like these create opportunities for real conversation and help you discover who she is beyond the surface. If you're an older man, you don't need to imitate younger men. Your experience and confidence should allow you to naturally take the lead. 2. Stop making her age the center of attention. Another mistake I see frequently is constantly mentioning the woman's age. An older man might make jokes such as, "That was probably before your time," or, "Is that what young people call it nowadays?" He may think he's being playful or acknowledging the obvious age difference. But if he keeps bringing it up, he can unintentionally make the woman feel uncomfortable. The more attention you give the age gap, the more significant it becomes. If you're genuinely comfortable with the difference in age, you don't need to keep announcing it. Instead, focus on her personality, interests, ambitions, experiences, sense of humor, and goals. Give her opportunities to talk about what excites her and what matters to her. An age difference doesn't have to become the defining feature of the relationship. When you repeatedly emphasize it, you create a psychological barrier that may not have existed otherwise. 3. Keep an adventurous spirit. Being older doesn't mean becoming boring or refusing to try anything new. Many younger women appreciate a man who still has curiosity, energy, and a willingness to experience life. That doesn't mean you suddenly need to start skydiving, stay awake until sunrise every weekend, or pretend to enjoy things you genuinely dislike. It simply means remaining open-minded. If she tells you about an activity she enjoys, consider trying it with her if it genuinely interests you. Be willing to explore new places, learn new things, and occasionally step outside your normal routine. The important thing is authenticity. You don't have to pretend to be 25. You simply need to show that you're still engaged with life. At the same time, adventure should be balanced with stability. Being spontaneous is attractive, but so is being dependable. 4. Show her that you're stable and secure. One advantage many older men naturally have is greater life experience. By this stage, you may have established a career, developed stronger relationships, learned from difficult experiences, and gained a clearer understanding of who you are. That kind of stability can be attractive. And stability isn't limited to money. Financial responsibility can certainly matter, but emotional stability is just as important. A woman may appreciate knowing that the man she's with can handle pressure, communicate calmly, make thoughtful decisions, and remain grounded when life becomes difficult. The goal is to demonstrate that you can provide a sense of security without turning the relationship into a financial arrangement. Being adventurous and being stable aren't opposites. Ideally, you can offer both, someone who is grounded but still knows how to enjoy life. 5. Don't hide your past. Another common mistake is believing that a younger woman won't want to hear about your previous experiences. Some men feel embarrassed to discuss a divorce, previous relationship, mistakes they've made, or difficult chapters in their lives. But your past can actually help someone understand you. Your experiences have shaped your values, your personality, your expectations, and the way you approach relationships. Sharing those experiences appropriately can demonstrate emotional maturity and create deeper communication. Remember, she can't understand who you are if you never allow her to see beneath the surface. Of course, you don't need to unload your entire life story on the first date. But as trust develops, don't be afraid to talk about the experiences that helped shape you. And give her the same opportunity. A meaningful relationship requires both people to gradually become more open and vulnerable. If you always keep everything guarded, the connection can remain superficial. So don't be ashamed of your history. Own it. Learn from it. Let it become part of the story of who you are today. 6. Don't try to act young. This may be the biggest mistake of all. A man meets a younger woman who is attractive and interesting, and suddenly he becomes painfully aware of their age difference. Then he starts trying to behave like a younger man. He changes the way he talks, adopts slang he would never normally use, changes his interests, or tries desperately to convince her that he's still young at heart. That usually doesn't create attraction. It can make you appear insecure. If she's attracted to you despite the age difference, there's no reason to pretend you're someone else. Your age comes with advantages. You've accumulated experiences. You've learned lessons. You've developed wisdom. You may have greater emotional maturity, more confidence, and a clearer idea of what you want from life. Those are qualities worth embracing. Don't abandon them just because the woman you're interested in happens to be younger. There's nothing wrong with enjoying contemporary music, trying new activities, staying fit, or keeping up with modern culture. But there's a major difference between staying youthful and desperately trying to appear young. One comes from confidence. The other comes from insecurity. A woman is much more likely to connect with the real version of you than with a character you created to impress her. So own your age. Own your experiences. Own your history. Own the life you've built and the wisdom you've gained along the way. You don't need to become a younger man to attract a younger woman. You simply need to become the most confident, authentic, emotionally grounded version of yourself. And that is often far more attractive than trying to turn back the clock.